Phew, it's hot in here. I'm getting over bronchitis, so forgive me. First of all, good evening. I'd like to start off by thanking each and every one of you for being here, showing your love and support for all of us throughout this rigorous time. My name is Hamilton Cobbs. I'm a South Knoxville native, and it's my pleasure to welcome each of you to East Tennessee. I've been a nurse for 8 years now, and I'm proud to say that tomorrow I will receive my master's from our Family Nurse Practitioner program. Fair warning to you, I'm not a public speaker, but I made a promise to myself that I'd continue to do the tasks that were hard and push me outside of my comfort zone. In 2020, I found myself in a cycle of overworking at a job that I loved, taking every task, assignment, and duty to obtain validation in both my worth and my skill set. I found myself unfulfilled, exhausted, and I still felt subpar to my very self-critical mind. Healthcare is hard. You guys know that. How could I rekindle my passion as a new graduate nurse that I once had? I prayed for a shift in my perspective and my mind. A few weeks later, I was laid off to part-time hours at our local hospital due to COVID-19. And I was forced to take some time to slow down in my very busy life and do some self-healing. That's not exactly what I had in mind. COVID, of course, made us all a little crazy, and in the midst of a mess, I decided that I would apply to nurse practitioner school. Now let me tell you, I didn't think I would have to make a decision beyond that because I didn't expect to get in. I always had the idea that I wanted to offer more to my patients, but I never allowed myself the opportunity to attempt another rigorous academic program just to fall short. I didn't even think I would have to make this decision, as I said, but God laughed at me, and his plans were greater. I've met some of the most incredible educators, nurses, doctors, mid-levels, most of which have become a kind of twisted branch in my very large family tree. I'm proud to say for the first time in my life, I stand here before each of you in complete confidence that I truly can do anything I set my mind to, and I feel empowered and capable. Throughout this program, I can assure you that each of us and all of our support systems here, which, by the way, you guys should get a word of recognition because you went through it with us. Each of us went through all the emotions: happiness, anxiousness, disappointments, tired, kind of like a carousel that never slows down and takes breaks. This time last year, I had the privilege to take care of my Aunt Lisa in her last moments of her life. In February, she had a new diagnosis of cancer, which unfortunately had progressed beyond capabilities of medical interventions. And ultimately, it took her from us 1 year ago this week. She was only 59 years old, and truthfully, one of the happiest humans that I've ever had the privilege to know. I was able to experience firsthand the other side of healthcare, being a worried family member. And I learned what it feels like to be an advocate and how hard it can be to fight for basic necessities and simplistic answers. Through these times of exhaustion, fear, and sadness, there were a handful of medical workers that truly made a difference for us, our family, and our shattered spirits. They inspired me. Sadly, guys, this is the norm of what healthcare is becoming. How many patients can you take? How fast can you see them? It's no longer a team-oriented sport. Patients and families on their worst days seeking guidance and empathy from us, and they keep lining up in need. Friends, I challenge you today to slow down, show people that they matter. Patients, families, friends, co-workers, we all need each other to get through. as you learn through this experience. Each person that we interact with has something to teach us, good and bad. We are the future of medicine, and we can make a difference, one patient, one moment at a time. These moments of people matter, and the intentional time are what truly will fulfill you. Don't let them race by. I want to close by thanking the nursing faculty and each of my peers that are here today, who challenged me to think critically and challenged me to better attempt to not procrastinate. Each of you guys have made this experience so much more pleasant. I would also like to thank my mentors and my close circle of self-proclaimed family for pushing me to pursue my dreams when I believed that they were beyond my reach and capability. In truth, you are capable of anything. I want each of you before me to cling tightly to this moment of wholeness, all of the emotions, all of the feelings, exhaustion, fear, great eagerness as you prepare for this next chapter. I want you to remember each moment that you wanted to give up on this journey, but instead you persisted and overcame. I challenge you to keep a perspective of perseverance on display as you interact as a significant role in countless lives of patients and their families over a long career of service to others. Congratulations to the brilliant minds in the class of 2023. Remember, it's not about what you want to be when you grow up, but who you choose to become and how you live through actions every day, every moment.